Whew. What do we got here? Hello, tactical aficionados. I am Damien Darko, and you're watching Bad and Say Tactical, where it's not legal if you don't get caught. So I just took this modified HDP 50 compact out of the freezer, got it loaded up with an 8-gram CO2, and right here, I'm a dick. I got another HDP 50 compact. This one has been unshrouded and actually thrown in the fire, the dreaded Darth Umarex, and I've actually heated up the CO2 for this one. We are getting some fairly chilly weather out here, not too bad, but I made sure to kind of simulate a more frigid temperature to see how these things are going to be affected by colder weather. We got the chronograph and the new less lethal ball trap set up here. Let's see what the differences are between these completely identical or semi-identical models when we run them over the chronograph in colder weather. Got the Frosty HDP 50 first. Let's see if this puncture cap even works. Yep, it's active. All right, we got set to feet per second. 223. This is a 2.8 gram aluminum. Definitely on the lower end. 227, interesting, a little higher. 229, this is interesting. It's actually, as it's warming up in my hand, the numbers are going up. One more. 228. You never see the numbers go up because, of course, CO2 usually cools the internals as it's running. But since this is literally in the freezer, I think my hand just being around the grip over that CO2 is warming it to some degree where it even reflected in the chrono readings. Okay. Let's take the one that I've actually had on my body today. It should be quite a bit warmer. All right, punctured. Oh boy, it's doing that thing it does. Oh boy, here we go. Well, folks, it looks like the Darth Umarex is having some problems, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a few minutes, take this model right here that we already got working. I'm going to warm it up and then run it over that chronograph. It's not quite as good as having an identical one, but give it a good half an hour and a warm CO2, we'll try this again.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
You're looking for a legend, baby?
Lady, what are you doing?
Showing you why they call me the GOAT.
Oh, whoa, this feels amazing.
When a toothless grandma gives a surprise only she can give. The throat of...
Okay, tactical aficionados, I warmed up this CO2 a little bit by just, sticking it in my armpit for a good 15 minutes. Let's see if we can get those numbers up. I was planning on using 2 different launchers today. But this will be the next best thing. Let's see if it gives us any differences. All right, don't feel me now. 290. Okay. So I've definitely gotten this to hit in 330 before. It is a little bit colder. Let's see. Oh. Oh. That said duplicate, I believe. I might have gotten some sort of bounce back. That whole system there shook. That was weird. 283. 270. And those are only 4 rounds in this thing, of course. So I'm going to throw those numbers up here on screen. Maybe even figure out a percentile difference. I don't know if I should do an average or a first shot. Maybe a first shot. But even 290 was a little bit low, considering what I've gotten out of this while shooting indoors. I was getting about, 330, give or take, with those same 2.8 gram aluminums. But as we can see, a colder CO2 gives you pretty dismal numbers. Having numbers down, the 220s, is equaling out to some pretty paltry joules, I gotta say. Now, granted, this one is usually used for pepper, and unlike certain other launchers out there, like the Bestel X68, it will continue to fire when it's cold. You're just gonna get a lot less power. I was gonna bring you guys another review of the Umarex HDS double barrel pew-like object, but unfortunately, that damn thing went down again. I have not been able, in the last 6 months or so that I've owned that thing, to do a proper review of it without malfunctions and screw-ups, and I'm about to give up and absolutely bury this thing. I was gonna make a comparison between that and the 6 needler for, needles and arrows and spears and all that kind of crap, all the pointy things you can shoot downrange. But it went down again, and we have to talk about it. Also, we did get done filming this weekend the Thanksgiving special turkey shoot, where we take 12-gauge turkey loads and just blow the hell out of all sorts of unlucky poultry. That was fun. Surprisingly, we had some interesting results with drywall. A lot of people asked the question, how are turkey loads, birdshot, things like that, how safe are they against drywall, interior walls, plywood, the kinds of things you will find inside interior walls after it's traveled through a target? We actually got a bit of an answer. I was mostly out there to have fun, but we might have proven some science this weekend, folks. That's going to be up around the holiday season. Anyway, until next time, when I get this damn thing working again, I've been Damien Darko, and you've been watching Band Say Tactical, where it's not legal if you don't get caught.
Zombies falter every night. Bands say tactical, set bold. Weapons with stories unfold. Zombies crumble when we hold. Courage was more than gold.